Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's... First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, you don't see this very often. Third down in inches, and they decided to throw the football. I mean, they had inches to go, but instead, they throw the ball. And it cost them some big yards, and now it's fourth down.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And it's incomplete under head. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Checks this down to the running back. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback.
On the junior gets home making a sack there.
Oh, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Looking to pass here on second down. And that pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So it's third and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Did not get a hold of it. Not with the punt. Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Well, Kirk, Oklahoma State has the lead here. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And there's the handoff. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run it. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass is caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And here's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. I'm not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Here's the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the handoff again. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Facing 4th down.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. They go with a direct snap. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Paddling down near the goal line, but loses the football. And the defense jumps on the football.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Here, we've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This has been a rough 1st half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Catch made by the tight end. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's a shotgun run call. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We get the second half started with the running play. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
A handoff from the shotgun. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this one.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And they down this one just. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking to throw it deep. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here comes a handoff. tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snags a quick throw. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Quick throw, catch made. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Looking to throw yet again. He'll take a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. And the quarterback dropping back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
On 3rd and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Makes a quick catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The completion makes it 2nd down.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. That's a design quarterback keeper. And moves the ball to the 35, another 1st down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Direct snap to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. Looks like LSU has the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll run it here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be 4th down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. And we'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this 4th down play.
So down 6, they need a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. It's 1st and goal in 4-down territory. They need a touchdown and a PAT to take the lead. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
What composure by this offense to now score with under 15 seconds to go to tie this game up. An extra point gives them the lead and potentially the victory.
Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.